Alright, let's start it up. We are back with more Deceive Inc. Today we are doing Larcin Basics Refresh, and we'll pop right into it. We got the usual 1-1-1 loadout here. We got the throwable pistol here. There's the stats. Let's get right over to our dummies here, and we can show it off in combat. So, 12 to the body and 16 to the head. When you run out of ammo and reload, you do throw it. Now, that throw only happens when you run out of ammo. So if I'm down to 3, actually I need more ammo, and I reload manually, he does not throw the pistol. If we used all 8 shots and we still have 3 left, we then throw. And if we use these last 3, he does not throw it because there's no actual reload. And when we pick it up, he will actually do a throw. But there's another caveat, wait for it. If we get our cover back, he does not throw it. So you can't break your cover by picking up ammo. So a lot of little tricks with this one. Honestly, for this gun, I'm a little worried the damage numbers are a little bit low. As you can see, if we hit all body shots, then imagine we hit a throw on top of that. We're going to hit just over 100 damage. So damage is a little low on this gun. The fire rate's not too quick. So of all the things for Larcin, the weapon 1 is a little low in that department. So expertise here is super strong. You hit the button and you're invisible for 6 seconds here, as you can see. When you're invisible, you don't take any damage as well, and that includes fall damage. So I believe we could show that off if I can jump off. Does this give me fall damage, or I gotta go from the roof? Nope, that's 15. And same balcony here, jump, hit the invisible, jump down again, no fall damage taken. You can hit the button again, cancel it early. Important to remember though, really hard to show in like a single player lobby like this, but when you do come back, there is a smoke cloud, you know, a grand entrance, so to speak, and it's pretty visible, so make sure you're kind of out of view by the time that happens. Finally, we have the passive 1 here, which makes you melee attacks steal items, and it steals the highest value item. So starting with the case, obviously the briefcase is the most valuable item, then gold keycard, gold chip, purple keycard, purple chip, and all the way down the list, prioritizing the keycard of this before the same colored chip. So we can actually show that on the Squire bot because he does carry a VIP keycard. If we melee him, we will steal the chip from him, and I'm just going to finish him off so we don't have to deal with him shooting with us at us. But if we leave that keycard, reset, and we try that again, one thing you could do is a little like drive-by, poof, and away. Obviously, you should get your cover back, but there we go. Some ideas there. Yeah, it's pretty good. The downside is it does break your cover, but on the plus side, you get an item for it. So yeah, we'll see how we can do with this. We're using our Larcin and Dam loadout. This one is the lower health on green we talk about a lot, which makes it easier to get, but we do have our field agent kit on gold here. So one thing I do want to talk about for this is for Larcin, that field agent kit's really important because that invisible is so powerful, so I put it on gold because I want that powerful effect more often. But if you're the type of player who's not getting gold chips, this isn't going to make your thing more powerful because you're never going to get the chip. So as needed, feel free to slide this down to a spot where you actually are gonna get that chip. In fact, you may even want to swap the green and gold here if you're gonna definitely get a green and only maybe get a gold. So some things to think about. This is what I'm gonna use, and this is what I do use all the time. But that's because I usually get these gold chips, and I'm really good at playing around these cooldowns. If I don't get it, I'm used to that. So yeah, a lot to think about there. Everything else is business as usual. So there we go, and we'll see you in our games. All right, let's start it up. We are here with game 1 for our Larcin Basics Refresh. We got Diamond Spire. We got a good spawn here with all this intel in the I don't know, the TV set, the kitchen. I don't know, the kitchen TV set. I was gonna like call it a specific set, but then I realized that was probably not a great idea, so I like backtracked. That person right there is a player. I'll point them out again in a second because we're gonna go shoot them and steal from them. Them right there. Hi. Come. No. Slow down. Stop. Slow down. Come on. Thank you. You had nothing. You spawned in a gray room, and you had nothing. You spawned in a room with a gray. So I saw them right there, looking super sus. And then I was right. But like I said, they spawned in this room with this gray. That's why I stole. I didn't actually say this in the intro, but it just came up. If they don't have anything you can steal, meaning your like inventory is the same, you can steal an intel, and if you don't, you know, if you can't steal an intel, you don't really get anything. That's about it. We have 8 bullets because it took us 2 clips to kill that guy, and he didn't have any ammo. I don't actually know why we got so little ammo. We should have got some back from him, but that's okay. I, in the back of my head, had a green outfit for some reason, but let's do this. If anyone sees us, we're in a bit of trouble because we, again, don't have bullets. And there we go. There's some more. It takes us a whole clip at least to kill someone. Where's the key code? Come on, she closed it. Alright. Okie doke. Can I get 2? Yeah. Don't want to open the safe, want to get 2. Alright, we got a blue key code, which is great. We're going to go up to A because it's my favorite point. The other options just go to B. Or C is actually under us. But I like A. A is fun. A allows me to start at the top and work my way down. Or if I feel like it, jump all the way down to E and work my way back up. It gives options.
Time to take myself way too seriously.
Nah, he's okay. He walked not somewhere I was expecting, but he didn't make any of the obvious player moves, so I'm gonna let him go. Alright, just guards freaking out a little trying to get into their like guarding spot there. They always do that. It's fine. And we're in A. We got let in, I think, but we have a key card even if we didn't. That's unfortunate. I shouldn't have opened that. Are we gonna get shot? I need 1 intel for this blue. I didn't see that on the way in. This room is pretty notorious for having not much intel in it. Okay. Weird run by that guard, but there's no way that guard was a player, because they would have just shot us, right? Okay, we kind of crushed that one. I don't know if one of the guards helped us or she was already low, but she died way faster than I thought she was going to. I probably don't have to explain that one, but just in case, she took our disguise literally in front of my face. So that one was an easy one. Dougie got a big hitbox. I should have gone left on that. Heal up our 8 missing HP. There we go. Hopefully no one saw that either. Got enough to get in B here. We're just gonna run down the spire here and see if the person who did A is in front of us. They investigated us. Not great. I'm not gonna get in here in time. Probably. Yep. Come on, I did the open door and run back thing and you didn't... shoot. Can't get hit by that, can't get hit by that. We can't go up because there's no health station on A floor. Come on. We might be okay. There's some food around here usually. That's just enough. I knew we weren't going to get in, but I thought, you know, I thought I could try. We're close enough to the heal. I don't need the 1 more food. Guess we're gonna go to C next. This is better. So there what I tried to do is go invis and open the door and then just wait. But she didn't really fall for it. So it's where you can see Larcin open the door while invisible. That was a player Doug running in probably. Can't know for sure. We only saw him for like a second, but chances are running like that. Well, maybe not. She poofed into me.
It was barely a challenge.
I feel like that's... Okay, nope. Just a lot of running ducks. Got it. Let me go. Wasting our 3 bullets there is actually kind of bad. Do you think someone's gonna know? There's a couple bodies. Okay. Great, we got our gold. We talked about this. We get the gold. We can poof more often. It's great. Should be hacking this while sitting, doing 2 things at once, multitasking, but we can sit and then hack these, even though now we're not looking at the door. Always decisions. Alright. Now, can go to... I guess we're going to ignore B and work our way down still. So, oop, cancel that. Okay.
That will do, I suppose.
Super sus to be leaving there, especially without rezzing any of the guys, any of the guards. Ooh, fight over there. Ace or an Octo had a long gun. It was kind of hard to see. But we know they're going to be about the same timing we are on the opposite side. All we got to do is find the person. Okay, not quite. They probably had to stop to get cover. We're going to head that way. Hopefully we can pick them out from the crowd. Or lack of crowd. We'll see what's what. Or there's still a fight. What the heck? That was a weird voice line from Doug. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. Not seeing anything. Okay, well now we're wasting a whole bunch of time. So, yeah. Should have, called that off as soon as we didn't see them basically immediately. But I didn't. Now we wasted a bunch of time, and I don't know, don't do that. That's my advice. Just use your advantage and go. I knew we were gonna get door bonked. That's not great. Okay, alright, so our purple is hacking speed. We're probably gonna ignore it for now. We can live without it. We could use 3 more bullets though. That is our max 24 reserve. No one's in there yet. The 4's next to us. This is kind of sus because for some reason this room right now isn't spawning with technicians properly. So if anyone is here and knows that, we just get shot. But likewise, if I see someone, we're gonna shoot them because for whatever reason this room is just empty. Most of the time, light's still green. We're in. Anyone hacking any of the doors? Doesn't look like it. I think we're okay. I get it. Come on. This takes a long time with no hack speed. I hacked the 4 that's that way, so I don't really want to go that way. We do kind of want to get a purple chip if we can manage it, but we might take it off a body if there is more than one player. Otherwise, we're just playing against that one person, and if we kill them, we don't really need the gold, or the purple, because we don't need any more intel. +4, we did get it. Anything else? Ping and jump. They are walking into us, which is a little odd, because this does give us the advantage of being able to manipulate pings and things. Does look like an ace, but now they are sort of backing off, which is probably the better play. Especially if you're ace. The key with us playing against an ace here is we do kind of have to get close. Now we're gonna poof. Make sure we are getting close to her. Alright, we did get there in the end. It took us a large number of bullets. Alright, there is someone. And we can eat some food, sit for a moment. I know it's right next to the ping, but we're okay. It looks like a cav, probably our cav friend from earlier. And it's Diamond Spire, so we're gonna hit him up with an A to B or A to C jump, whichever feels right at the time. Because that's what you do on Diamond Spire. And you can do it with the bounce pad, we've shown that off before, but we're going to do it the Larcin way because this is a Larcin video, which is basically instead of bounce pad, you just go invisible. It's not all that special, really. She's still way down there. We might just call A and leave. They might be AFK. I haven't seen them move yet. I'm stuck, which would be unfortunate, but if that ace was the final boss, they're walking somewhere. But they don't seem to know we're currently trekking across the rooftops on A. Alright, so now two things you can do from here. You can either run through, if you have the keycards, you can run through there, but I'm going to show off this one, because if you have no keycards, or you just want to do this in the middle of a game, you can just climb the side here. One thing to be aware of is to make sure you get the jumps, and so then you can be up here. And a couple options from this point. You could just wait and stand over top of the door, and then shoot her when she comes up. There she goes, and we're just gonna do the thing. Make sure you poof before you hit the ground. Cancel that, because all we needed was to disable that. And call it to C. And then this causes them to have to, you know, get down here in some way. If they don't have a bounce pad or know what we just did, you know, they have to figure out how to get back down here. And there we go. They got a 10 seconds plus escape time to get down onto this point before we just leave. Looks like they can't figure it out, because they're not even within our vision right now. Yes, we did run out of intel at the end, but there we go. That's an A to C. That's how you do it. Yes, we could have shot Cav in the back, but this was a much better tutorial purpose. So, oh, it sounds like she was close enough to fire one shot at us before we left. Not actually sure where that was from, but
How could it have been otherwise?
we didn't really stand a chance of losing there for a while. All right, how do we do? We got 4 elims. That's actually 2 more than I remembered getting, so pretty good, especially with this gun. And we'll see what we do in game 2. I think we did a really well game 1, talked about the invis, showed off the A to C jump with Larcin specifically, and yeah, so let's see what happens in game 2. All right, we are back with our game 2 of our Larcin Basics refresh. We did real well in game 1 here, and yeah, apparently gonna have to try harder to show off that this gun's a little weaker. But we can spend some time to talk about some upgrades, because we didn't really do that in the intro like I sometimes do, and we also didn't really do that in game 1. So while we're gathering intel, making our way to a gray safe and green, probably we've spawned. Oh, well, there's the gray. We'll talk about that. So gun-wise, I recommend you switch off this one as soon as possible. His weapon 2 is really good. So switch to that one, and then when you get weapon 3, you can sort of decide whether or not you want to use that. The weapon 3's power is 100%, well, 95% in the throw. I mean, we haven't really hit the throw at this time, so you haven't really seen it having any power, but the Larcin weapon 3 throws hit for like 30 and 60 to the head, so if you... Whoa, don't take that disguise. If you want to all in on the throw, we just missed every shot.
I would love to
Do this. Oh, we have 2 bullets. That's not good. We did it! The 2 bullets and 3 melees. We missed so many shots. That was terrible. I know I said the gun's weak, but you know, it's significantly less weak if you actually land the shots. We wasted it like we wasted the first 7 shots on literally nothing. Stop trying to get intel. Okay, we're gonna hit up the green room. We're gonna gamble. We're gonna get the box. No one's gonna come in here. Then we're going to. Then we're gonna heal. So obviously we knew someone was the player because they were a civilian, but also I was just gonna shoot them because, as you can see, no one's ever in this room. It's just one of those spots no one ever is. So feel free to just come in here and start blasting. That doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed a player, but especially if they're a civilian, you know, it's a real good chance. All right, let's go heal. Let's talk about our other expertise. Obviously we got expertise 1. Expertise 3 we're going to talk about. It's just like this one, except you get amped up while you're invisible, which is just move speed, plus you leave a little trail as kind of a downside to that upside. I want that Doug, but he's so far away. And I'll be honest, I don't think it's worth it. Some people might, but I don't think it's worth it to have the trail just for that amped up. You don't really get significantly further, and then you have to deal with the trail that could just, you know, they can just follow the trail. It doesn't last that long. Obviously, use it for yourself. Come here, guard. And decide. But personally, I prefer this one. And then the E2 is the smoke bomb, leaves a circle, and you can go invis. That one's really good for combat, but not really good for getting away. So if that sounds like your thing, definitely try to use that one. And then finally passives. We have passive 1. We talked about stealing. We're going to talk about passive 3. It's pretty much the same, except we don't lose our cover. We don't... We don't do damage with our melees while we're in cover. All we do is the actual stealing portion of the melee. It's really good. You can get a lot of heat with it. We're not going to get into all the details on how it works, but you got to be a little careful with it to avoid getting a lot of heat. But it's quite good. I prefer that one between the two. And then passive 2 makes it when you break someone's cover, they drop their most valuable item, which can't affect the package like the other two can. And but it will make them always drop the most valuable item, whether you own it or not. So sort of an advantage, especially if people are putting that health on their gold chip. You can make them drop that health, which... Yeah, we both just did the same thing. We both just like turned and looked and we're like, yeah. Oh no. He thinks I'm running.
Very generous of you.
How can someone just disappear like that?
Alright. The bullets are gonna be an issue. We're gonna go probably back to A. We don't have to go to B now, because clearly. But we're gonna go back to A and get bullets. We're gonna spend all of our current intel on bullets. They're becoming a bit of an issue. One thing I didn't do that I should have done there was probably charge the melee. But it wasn't totally necessary, and I didn't think it would be, but I should have. I had the time, and I should have just done it. Alright, so we talked about all the things. I think that covers all Larcin. We have a full loadout here, and we didn't do a... Alright, that's full. Great. Didn't do a ton of talk about the gameplay, but it was pretty standard, except for the fights. Get the gray safe, get the green, purple room, blue... purple room to get the gold, get the blue, and then head to the next area. And yeah, so pretty standard play except for the 2 interruptions, or at least standard pathing. Grab this first of credits. We're gonna take a little risk and run here. Our poof's back up. We do need some intel. I'm a little sus of this person running in front of us, but they haven't gone anywhere a player would go. Like you can see, I'm gonna path left here to go to C, and they came out of a random bathroom. Didn't have my gun out. I should have hit her like 4 times when I was trying to shoot my spyglass. That one was kind of a weird guess. They kind of pathed around us, and I wasn't 100%. I wasn't sure if it was a true player wiggle or it was a guard pathing around me, but turns out it was true player wiggle. We're going to pause here because if anyone closes these drawers, they are a player, but it looks like everyone is just checking it out.
Look for another possible vault terminal location.
Alright, we have everything here. I could have left immediately. And B is slightly closer than A. Alright, let's just go. I'm really not too worried when we have poof, especially on this map. You can lose people pretty easily. I kind of want that outfit in the tunnel to save, you know, visibility. There's a lot less visibility in that zone compared to look at all the visibility from in this area. So this is going to be a little less sus because we're just going to run into the purple room, and eventually when we get the last vault terminal, we there it is. We can just get right to the vault room without having to worry about changing disguise. That's what I'm trying to say.
Will never be the same again.
Alright, out the window here. Oh, XP cassette. And we'll head down. Alright. still at full ammo. I keep checking that because we've had 2 fights now.
Time to really get this
One
party
thing I
started.
haven't mentioned and didn't really in the intro, but you've seen me do it against both the Squire and the Sasori. The Ace didn't really have time, but I used my poof not to get away, but to reposition. I made sure I re-poofed in a direction that they weren't looking. At least I did the best I could at that, trying to get behind them to basically give me first shot advantage again. Since first shot advantage is pretty big in this game. Whoever shoots first tends to win. What are the odds of us both? I missed the throw from that range. That was crazy. I missed the throw. I didn't think anyone was in front of us, but there he was. We reload really fast. He tried to punch instead of reload, and we just kind of survived the punch and then finished our reload and killed him. So, yeah, there wasn't much to do. I considered poofing when I had to reload and we were that close, because Squire has a pretty quick reload, but decided to take the risk. If we had hit the throw, it would have been over, but since we didn't. I don't have a ton to say about how that ended. Obviously, no one got the package there, but we did play really well. I showed off repositioning with the invis, made sure you now know to manage your ammo well and not put 7 shots into the wall. Yeah, I guess comment on your thoughts. Feedback's appreciated. I'm not sure how I could have done this one better. I didn't really think we'd get 2 wins with this gun, because it is a bit of a weaker gun, which I did not do a good job of showing off. But comment on your thoughts. Feedback's appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, and that really helps spread it to more people. And subscribe for daily Deceive Inc content like this. And I will see you guys in the next one.